Good evening, my dear things. Welcome back to the Cavern of Secrets. This is the final short story for the year until next October, of course. Although I might do other stories randomly here and there. But this is a tale perfect for Halloween. It's a story about lust, deceit, and murder. I call it The Devil's Sacrifice. It seemed fitting for this particular story. The sound of rain pelting the windows causes Madeline to stir. Sitting up in bed, her hand instantly goes to her head as it pounds from the sudden movement. Ugh, where am I? She utters, feeling the blankets around her. And why am I naked? She looks around the room through squinted eyes, hoping to spot some clothes, when she notices a table lamp sitting on the nightstand next to her. Reaching over, despite the throbbing aches, she finds the switch and clicks it. But nothing happens. Her heart quickens as thunder rumbles in the distance. Removing the blankets, Madeline shifts, placing her feet on the cool wooden floor. Slowly rising as she stands, the room spins briefly. I can hardly see anything, except I think that's a chair over there by the window. Maybe my clothes are there. Walking over to the object, Madeline trips on something and nearly falls. She catches herself before kneeling down to see what caused her stumble. Reaching out, her hand grasps a thin heel. A sigh of relief escapes her as she rises, holding the shoe. Well, at least I know my shoes are in here. She continues her search in the dark as the deep rumbles get closer. Making her way to the chair, she fumbles around, hoping to feel some type of fabric. The tactile feel of sequins alerts her that she found her pink and gold dress. Her fingers gracefully search the interior for a tag before slipping the garment on over her head. A piece of soft cloth falls to the floor and onto her foot. Madeline blushes as she picks up the article. I was a little worried I didn't wear any, since this is not at all like me. Being in some strange place, naked, with a massive hangover. A loud boom causes her to jump at the sudden sound. Her head screams at the noise as lightning flashes, allowing her to see for a brief moment. Madeline notices she's in a large room with a wooden floor, her other shoe hidden slightly under the chair. Retrieving it, she carries them out of the room and out into the hallway. I have no idea where I'm going. This sucks. How am I supposed to find my bag with my phone and leave? I shouldn't leave without saying something to whoever brought me back here, right? I hate when people do that, but I don't even know where to look. The railing rests on her right. Closed doors reside on her left along the dark hallway. Nearing the first, Madeline opens it, revealing a TV on the left-hand wall, a couch against the right side of the room. Posters adorn them, but Madeline can't make out the images in the dark. Leaving the room, she shuts the door and moves on down the hall, opening doors as she goes, revealing a guest bedroom and, finally, an office. Going inside, she starts rummaging through the desk drawers, hoping to find a lighter or flashlight, anything that could help her see. Starting from the bottom, she works her way to the top drawer, where she finds a lighter. Conveniently, a candle sits on the desk, which she lights, offering little light in the room. However, on the desk, Madeline can make out strange symbols and books strewn across. Shaking her head, she makes her way out of the room and once more enters the hallway. In front of her lies the bathroom, and to her right is a winding staircase leading down to the entryway. Ignoring the bathroom, Madeline carefully goes downstairs. Her bare feet touch the linoleum floor. The doorway enters into a living room on her right. To her left, a walk-in closet. Behind the stairway, double glass doors lead to the backyard. My bag might be in the living room. I probably put it there before heading upstairs. Taking a right, she enters the living room. Her feet land on a plush red rug. Shining the candle around the room, she searches for her silver bag. Walking further into the room, she continues scanning when the light causes something to glint and shine. Madeline reaches for it to find her clutch. Perfect. Can't believe I dropped it on the floor. Opening it up, she searches the contents for her phone. Her finger touches something cold and metallic. Picking it up, her phone turns on, but quickly blinks, alerting her of a low battery. This figures. I don't know where I am, and my battery is almost dead. Putting in the passcode, her phone opens, revealing 5 missed calls and 8 text messages. Opening her voicemail, Madeline listens to the messages, all of which she finds are from her sister Polly. Hey, sis, I know I shouldn't worry, but you left with that guy, and I haven't heard from you since. This isn't like you, so I'm a little worried. Please call me back. Hey, Maddie, it's me again. Why won't you call me back? I'm worried. It's already midnight. You should be home by now. Call me. The other messages were of similar distress. Madeline looks at all the text messages, which seemed rushed from her sister, who seemed to be worried sick. Madeline quickly writes her sister, letting her know she's okay, but doesn't know where she is. As she types the message to her sister, Madeline soon realizes the rain had slowed to a mere drizzle, the thunder rumbling off in the distance. She smiles at the thought of her luck changing since she won't have to get soaked by the downpour. As Madeline looks for the Uber app, she hears something outside. Deciding to investigate, she exits the living room and enters the kitchen. Using light from her phone, she scans the room when she spots a large pool of some type of liquid. A dark shadow is hunched over in the corner. Slowly she approaches it when her foot steps in something sticky. The smell of copper permeates the air, making her stomach turn. Shining her phone's light down on the substance, she finds it's blood. The hunched over figure, a man. His insides on the outside. Her mouth hangs open as she screams, backing up, her eyes gaze out the window to find the tiny light scattered throughout the trees. Rushing out of the room, back through the living room and into the entryway, something whacks her on the head. Madeline collapses onto the cool linoleum floor and descends into darkness. As she comes to, droplets of water fall on her skin, alerting her that she's outside. Her head spins, causing her vision to blur. Streaks of white is all she can make out, but someone's speaking close by. Tonight is the night of darkness and evil. The veil between the living and the dead is thin, allowing those who should be at peace to walk once more, doing the dark spirit's work. A deep voice stops. But not tonight. Our Great One has given us the tools to keep the Dark One's power at bay by sacrificing his children, the ones whose souls are filled with sin. You have each gathered your six to cleanse this night from evil. The crowd cheers, sending a shiver down Madeline's back. She tries to move, but her arms and legs are tied to a tree. I see we have new faces among us, those wishing to join our cause of nullifying the Dark Spirit's forces. It is never ending, so we must stay vigilant in upholding our Great One's power. We will be victorious this night. A deep voice shouts as the crowd erupts. Madeline's vision clears, showing a large group of white-robed figures in golden masks, holding lanterns. In front of her, a tall figure in golden robe stands with his arms out towards the crowd. 2 torches rest on either side of him. Turning her head, she spots others bound to trees, symbols etched onto their skin. She tries to scream, but is unable to make a sound. The tall figure turns around facing her. It is time we cleanse these soldiers of the Dark Spirit with the light from our healer. You will cleanse them of the evil that has corrupted their souls. Take a canister and soak them in the anointed oil. The crowd moves closer to their leader, grabbing buckets from in front of the golden-robed figure. Madeline struggles to no avail as the group douses them in oil. The leader moves from tree to tree, lighting them with his torch. The group removes their masks, revealing Maddie's sister, Polly. The man standing next to her, Maddie immediately recognizes, is the same one from the club who seduced her. This is the end. Or is it? I was inspired by the movies about cults, and I wanted to do something a little different. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I know it has a grim ending, but her sister Polly could have a change of heart. Maybe. Right? It's possible. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I hope you all have a safe Halloween and enjoy it while it lasts, because unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.